Welcome to the Royal Gypsy Hood. This is Rafa Mama coming to you live, center stage, here to talk to you today about the multifaceted manifestations of Mars in Cancer. Now, Mars moved into Cancer on June 4th and will be in Cancer until July 19th of 2017. And thus far, I have seen an array of manifestations of Mars in Cancer in my own personal life, and I wanted to share because it's important that people understand the different vibrations, the different frequencies in which energies show up in your personal life. Okay, obviously you need to know your own natal chart to know the different aspects and how it's hitting your personal life and the different houses and stuff. So if you would like a private reading, please feel free to contact me. Meanwhile, there's also just the universal lessons and manifestations of Mars in Cancer, and I wanted to share how many forms and how many frequencies in which this energy has shown up in my own life in just a short time. So I did write a list so that I won't forget anything. Let's start with, there was 10 specific things that I pulled out, okay? When Mars first entered Cancer, I was expecting something intense, right? But really, it was like I was on this magic carpet ride. It was like I felt like I was being propelled, like everything that I had done in the past, actions that I had taken, all of a sudden hit this magic carpet ride, like put me on this carpet and I just started riding with it, like magic was just unfolding before my eyes. I just felt like there were fairy sprinkles all around me. The peace was intense, right? Which is pretty cool. It just felt like magic was brewing, the newness, anticipations, excitement. I started to implement new goals around my spiritual pursuits, okay, and my spiritual goals. And like this video is an example of that. And so from there, there was an increase suddenly of guests who were interested in staying in my short-term rental space. And yes, so I got a new guest specifically who is a nurse. Okay, that is hospitals, Mars, and Cancer healing. Okay, I got a new nurse to come and stay in my home, and so there was a lot of activity for me. I got like into this nesting period where it was just like clean, deep clean, washing sheets from the inside of the house to the outside of the house. Okay, that was Mars action in Cancer at home, right? And and specifically for business purposes, because I was, making money off of this, and that again is Aries, okay? We're planting new seeds, and it's all about business, right? And then also, what else happened? There was an intense meeting. I had to be mama bear at school, dealing with the principal, and things revolving around my son, and I this protection, Aries is a protector, a fierce protector, and revolving around my son, Cancer, home, right? So there you go, Mars in Cancer manifested. There was an incident in my garage. Somebody broke the window of my car that was sitting inside of the garage. And yes, so that is Mars in Cancer at home, okay? I happen to know, I speculate who that might have been, and that person just happened to have a flesh wound on their finger. 7 stitches. Flesh wounds is Mars, Cancer at home, right? Then we also had, a high-speed chase that ended right in front of my house, so there's the police. There was, and it happens to be that Aries Uranus is also in Aries, and so that's Mars. And so that's like lightning fast, like, oh my God, what just happened? Totally unexpected. But either way, that's Mars, right? The police, flesh wounds of one of the people who was in the stolen vehicle, that's why they were chasing the car, had a flesh wound, and the ambulance came. All of that is in Mars, and the fact that it was right next to my home is how it manifested Mars in Cancer. And my neighbor's yard, the grass was tore up. So yes. And then heightened anger around local politics. Okay, Philando Castile's murder, Officer Yanez was acquitted. So with that being said, there's a lot of anger, frustration, rage, feelings of protection again, for our children, for minorities particular, for our families and our local community members, people who we love. You know, that is Mars in Cancer. Oddly enough, the police were chosen to lead the Pride Parade. Okay, the police is Mars. Boycotting the local parade. So Cancer, you know, people's intuitions kind of starting to kick in and into this place where it's just like, wait a second, wait a second, where have the illusions, the Cancerian illusions been, you know, been fooling us here? For all of a sudden is Pride associated with Black Lives Matter, or is it associated with the police? And so there was again that protection, dealing with home matters and protecting home and family and our children, Mars and Cancer. So then we have, what else did I write down here? I went through every emotion in the book, okay? So where at first it came, I was riding this magic carpet ride. Then the hormones started kicking in. Have your hormones been kicking in? That is Mars in Cancer. Passions flaring, that fire sparking, okay? At home, you know, nurturing, you want your body to be nurtured. So that is Mars in Cancer. And with those extreme hormonal feelings, right, comes an array of emotions, which ranged from extreme anger, okay, so total rage, where it's just like, have you ever been so mad that you just want someone to fuck you real hard? Like, just because you're so angry and you want to get rid of the anger, you want to release that anger. That is Mars in Cancer. And then it went from, you know, the extreme rage to all of a sudden the low of the low, the depression and just tears and sadness, like, oh my God, I'm so horny, I want to cry. Mars in Cancer, okay? It can be frustrating. It can be very harmonious, and it can be extremely frustrating. That is Mars in Cancer. So sleep. Okay, have you been sleeping a lot lately? Have you had spurts of energy and then all of a sudden your energy is just drained and you just need to sleep? Well, you need to nurture your body. Okay, there's a lot going on with the psyche and with the unconscious, subconscious, and with your spirit. So there's intense work going on internally that you're really might be completely unaware of, but it's still happening, right? Universally speaking. And what happens with the changing of the signs and of the planets, okay? And so you might be sleeping a lot, and that's Mars in Cancer. Then we have What else? There was an increase of male energy that just arrived at my door, just to harmonize with the masculine energy, or with the feminine energy, my feminine energy, right? And so there's Mars, the masculine passion, and Cancer, the nurturing and the feminine energy, blending together. And so it was pretty cool that the different people and the different things that they brought that related to Mars and Cancer. So one person is a passionate dancer, and he speaks with passion, right? And happens to be in Aries. There we go with the Mars. And so yes, I manifested a potentially new partner dancer, and that's exciting. That is Mars and Cancer. Also, a male friend came to be my handy manny and is helping me deal with a couple things that were pretty pertinent, that were really important to get done ASAP with my home. And so there we go, the male energy, okay, that masculine energy coming to assist with the needs in the home. It's Cancer. Another one was somebody who was helping me with his knowledge of vehicles, okay? And there we go again, the masculine energy helping me to get the details together, as far as like I want to sell this vehicle, and how can I make the most money off of it. So even Aries business, making money. And so that's how that Mars and Cancer played out in 3 different ways, and 3 different people who came to assist me with the Mars energy for my feminine Cancer. Okay, and then we have my Father's Day just happened a little bit ago, and so that is Mars and Cancer. There's the nurturing of the male energy, the father. We celebrated our fathers on Father's Day, and it sparked and ignited a passion within him, a desire to come home and nurture his children. So we're all grown, but he lives in Florida and we're in Minnesota. And so on that day, he purchased a ticket. He took immediate action, and it's something that he's been saying he's been wanting to do for a while, and he keeps getting prolonged for one reason or another. And he just decided, okay, it's time. Bam, I am doing this now. He took action in Mars, and for the nurturing of Cancer, right? And so yes, these are just a few examples in a very short period of time of how Mars and Cancer has manifested. We still have until July 19th to see an abundance of multiple other ways in which this energy can manifest. But I wanted to share with you because however it might be manifesting in your life, take it and embrace it, whether it's the negative or the positive, and then learn to manipulate the energy. Some things just come from unexpected all around us, but when you see it, you can recognize it, right? And you can take that energy and you can consciously raise the vibration of it. If you're feeling low, embrace it and then raise your vibration, and that is how we evolve as human beings. So I just wanted to share this with you, a few things about Mars in Cancer. It has been a roller coaster and a beautiful magic carpet ride. So I hope that you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I hope that this helped you to kind of identify how it might be showing up in your life, and how you can use it to assist you and for the betterment of your environment, of your family, of the actions that you take, and internalize it in the best way possible. So thank you for listening, and peace.